Good day, everybody. My name is rgen Carlsson-Noël. I'm a business developer at Umeå Energi, Sweden, and I would like to present to you a bit about smart contributions from an energy company towards climate neutrality. I would start off just a brief intro to our company, and then I will go a bit more on about the whys and whats of the things, and then dive into some of the examples of projects we're running, and we'll wrap up a conclusion or a summary of where we stand and what we plan to do. Yes, Umeå Energi, the utility, is owned by the municipality of Umeå, which is one of these EU climate action cities, and has by that signed a climate city contract, which states that Umeå needs to be climate neutral by 2040 latest. And since Umeå Energi is owned 100% by the municipality through the ownership, they are put demands on the utility to transform accordingly to the commitment of the climate city contract. We in the Umeå Energi, we lean heavily towards district heating through waste incineration and through biomass incineration. We provide about 80% of every household in Umeå with heating. And we also have a power and both grid and sales of power, and also we have broadband and security measures around that. And we have two very specific demands from our ownership. Is that we should take lead for the green transition in the region. Secondly, we should secure growth and reduce climate and environmental impact. Daunting commitments now, to say the least. So anyway, what we are doing is to put together kind of a Umeå Eco Industrial Park. It's a site where we'll put circular economy into practice. We are aiming to be the epicenter of sustainable development in northern Sweden. Also quite ambitious. Sustainable, resourceful, and what we are on about is the industrial symbiosis. We have 10 plus companies working in this area here, and we are trying to close the loops in both material, energy, and water of different kinds. So now I will come into a bit more about the actual projects we run. I have grouped them, which you will see. This slide is about the circularity and resource projects. And we have one is around sustainable aviation fuel, and it's a feasibility study we do now, which will use high temperature gasification and gasificate waste, and then by that producing sustainable aviation fuels. We also have a local fish and prawn farm, which will have tropical conditions, and it will use low-grade heat from our industrial processes. Thirdly, we would also set up a sorting facility for municipal solid waste. That is the waste we collect from the whole region of Västerbotten. And we want to reduce this fossil footprint, so we want to sort out the plastics. This slide presents a few of the initiatives we have around green energy and mobility. We are heavily into producing and setting up the e-fuel, e-methanol plant, which will provide e-methanol for the maritime industry. It's due to be financing this year and start to build the actual plant end of this year. We're also working a lot with the aviation, the airport of Umeå, and prepare the ifs and buts around using hydrogen as a fuel for the aviation. It's a feasibility study also. And also we work with the maritime industry and the port of Umeå with the kind of sustainable needs of fuels, which will be also part of the green transition of the region. Finally, also we're working with the sustainable mobilities and the electric vehicles, chargers, and so forth. Also, we work a lot around with the development projects of the city. There's a city transition project, and that's a close cooperations with the municipality of Umeå, and trying to make good dwellings and good building areas more energy efficient, and also find this low temperature, low grade heat residual areas that will be good use for the Umeå and the inhabitants of Umeå also. Yes. So anyway, that was very briefly about some of our projects we are doing right now. And you could say our transition is well in progress. What we are dealing with now, as all other business partners out there, is dealing with the market challenges, both international, global, but regional also, and how to mitigate those risks and basically get a correct timing on market readiness of these green fuels, green transition. So anyway, so the final words is, this is by the people of Umeå, for the people of Umeå. That's our motto, the way we live. So I just want to finish you off with a thank you for your attention.